Hey guys, it's Ryan Reviews. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be giving my Last of Us Episode 2 review. This is a very heartbreaking episode for an obvious reason. Having not played the game, I kind of spoiled myself, going down the rabbit hole of, I think, Reddit it was. So, and reading comments, so I kind of did it to myself. But, heartbreaking episode, we start with Jesse picking up Ellie. They meet at the lodge. I call it the lodge. I don't know what it's called. The place in Jacksonville where they meet. It looks like they're getting prepared for something. So Ellie and Jesse, they go on patrol together. She wants to go with Joe, but Joe and Dina already had left ahead of time while she was still asleep. So they go on patrol. A blizzard comes. It's a heavy blizzard. It's too hard to get back. They'll freeze to death. They store their horses in a barn, and they kind of wait it out in some shack. Convenience store, sorry. It's a convenience store. We get a little backstory on Eugene. He was a grower. And Jesse's telling Ellie the story about, it's sad that Joe had to put him down. Their walkies are giving out. A bunch of infected crash through. So a lot of the episode takes place, them having kind of a Game of Thrones type of thing, epic battle, with the infected horde, I think it's called. We catch up with Abby. Well, I think it started with Abby, so I kind of forgot, but it started with Abby. They're hiding out. They see Jacksonville. They got there at night, so they didn't know nothing about the wall or their security and stuff like that, and they're trying to figure out how to get in there and how to kill Joe. One of the guys says he had a plan, but then we find out the plan is just to tuck her out of it, get her, but that it doesn't go that way. Abby goes out by herself. She falls off a mountain. I believe she sees Dina and Joe. No, I'm sorry. Ellie and Jesse. I think they're riding the horses because she looks down because it's on the mountain, so she looks down and sees them. She falls down the mountain. She sees a bunch of dead infected. A lot of them come through, break through the wall. So most of the episode takes place, like I said, with Tommy and everyone holding down the fort, and they do a good job. Very, very great part of the episode. Because in the first season, we didn't get to see the infected that much. I think we saw one bloater. We see another bloater in this one, and it looks like Tommy's not going to make it, and he does with the fire flame, and he flames them up and everything. So when Abby gets nailed by the infected, she tries to get away. She does. Joe happens to come and rescue her. Joe and Dina, they're trying to head back to Jackson, but the blizzard's too much. Abby says that her place where her group is not too far. I don't think it is that too far. So they get there, and the sad part happens. They hold him hostage. Abby tells a speech about there are no more fireflies. You killed 18 military men and a doctor, and that one doctor was her dad. That was a reveal for people who didn't play the game like myself. She pretty much gives that speech and shoots him. Oh, before she gives that speech, I think she shoots him in the leg. With the shotgun, she shoots him in the leg with a shotgun. Wounds him. They tourniquet him. She beats him with a golf club. We don't see that. I think she hits him twice on the leg. And then we cut to Ellie coming nearby, and I think she sees the house or the horses. We cut to Ellie going through, because she doesn't know what's going on. She just goes through this house and hears a bunch of commotion. She sees that Abby's beating Joe with her fist. She pleads with them to stop. They hold her down. Abby, I think, stabs Joe in the neck with a knife or part of the club or something. Kills him. Ellie crawls over to him. Very sad. We see the events of Jackson, all the people that had died. We reunite with them. We see Jesse, Dina, and Ellie. I think they're dragging Joe's body back. Very heartbreaking. That's why I tried to rush through the Joe's death, but that was very heartbreaking. Like I said, I spoiled it for myself, so I knew it was happening. Didn't know it was gonna happen. Second episode, I thought they would make it more. He would make it more longer to the show, but he didn't. It's very sad, what happened to him, knowing that he lost Sarah on season 1. He didn't really want to take on Ellie, but he did. Yeah, and he protected her. He said he would get her to the Fireflies, the place. He did. They were gonna kill her, so that's why he did what he did. I did think it was strange that Joe didn't even if he knew Abby was still gonna kill him, he didn't try to say, well, the reason I killed those military men and the doctor was to save Ellie. But like I said, that wouldn't have saved him anyway. Yeah, very heartfelt episode. I don't know what the show's gonna be. I know that I know the episode turned a lot of people off. I can see a lot of people not wanting to stick with it or whatever. Or yeah, but very heartbreaking episode. Hate to say that I liked it because they killed my favorite character, Joe. But I did enjoy this one. I don't know what to make of the future episodes. Have not played the game. Have no idea where it's going. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do without Joe. What's Tommy gonna do? I know that Ellie's gonna seek vengeance because she says, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna effing kill you on." I'm sure she does. That comes to play later. That's not really a spoiler. I'm sure that comes to play later. I don't know what Tommy's gonna do. I don't know how the community of Jackson's gonna react to this. Yeah. I'm sure we'll see him in flashbacks of the show. Joe. I really love the song at the end by Ashley Johnson. I forgot something. Death in the Valley, something like that. Yeah. Because I do remember, I just recently saw the teaser trailer for The Last of Us, the game, years ago. It's we hear Ellie playing the guitar, and we cut through the house, and I think we see a bunch of infected, and Joe's there, and asking him, I think it was Joe. That's the one, what's wrong, and she's, I'm gonna kill them all, or something like that. I wonder if we get that in the show. Yes, like I said, I hate to say I like this episode. I'm sad that Joe's dead. I was really hoping something would happen. She wouldn't do it, or Joe would find a way, maybe John Wick. Because we know from the first season he's good with a gun. So I thought, maybe he's going to John Wick himself out of this and kill all of them and get away. And, maybe the creators could have done that. But then people say that the heart of the story of The Last of Us 2 doesn't happen unless Joe dies. So, I'm glad we put the Band-Aid off early, I guess, so to speak, instead of dragging this out, until later. So Joe's gone. I'm sure we'll see him in flashbacks. I really enjoyed everything with the interactions with Ellie and Jesse. One thing I wanted to mention was when she was talking to Jesse before they went to go on patrol, she said everything is good with Joe, so people stop asking, stop worrying, everything's good. We didn't see that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get flashbacks of that. Because in the first episode, I think it ends with him outside on the porch with the guitar, and she kind of looks. They both stare at each other, and she goes to the garage. So I imagine there's a flashback later where they come out and they resolve their differences. Or I took it as she was just saying that, so Jesse can get off her back, But yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I really like the episode. Hope Dina's okay. I think they drugged her for like an hour. Whatever that stuff they gave her. Yeah, guys, that's going to be my review. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Are you going to keep going with the show? I am. I don't know if the show's going to get any better or any worse. That Joe's not here. We shall see. Let me know your thoughts about the show. Did you like it? Did they do it justice? Yeah. Like I said, any feedback, leave feedback, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.